The pivot table is the most powerful data analysis tool in Excel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use pivot table to crunch numbers, spot trends, and create powerful reports all in just a few clicks. And stick around till the end as I will share many pro tips that will make your pivot table even faster and more powerful. Let's jump in. To create a pivot table, your data must be in a tabular form as appearing on your screen. Please ensure that your data don't have any blank row, column, merge cell or missing heading. You can create a pivot table with this data, but when you add more data after a period, you need to extend the data range for your pivot table manually. To avoid this, you must convert the data into an Excel table. For this, press Ctrl T. Just select a cell from your data and press Ctrl T. A pop-up window will appear. Here, please ensure that my table header has been selected and click OK. Now your data has been converted into an Excel table and formatting has been changed. You may rename your table from here. Let me name it table data. You can change formatting from here, or if required, you may remove the formatting. When you select the data, a contextual tab, table design will appear. It means your data is in Excel tabular form. Now our data is ready and we can insert a pivot table. For this, go to Insert tab. In Tables group, click Pivot Table drop-down and select from Table/Range. New pop-up window will appear showing our range table data, the name we have given. Let's go with default setting and click OK. Excel has inserted a new set before your data set, and in left this is pivot report area and to the right it is filled pane area. Filled pane is appearing because our active cell is in pivot table report area. If we select a cell outside pivot table report area, it will disappear. To bring it back, we need to select a cell in pivot table report area again. It will also disappear if we click this cross button. Though we have selected a cell in pivot table report area, but it will not appear. For bring it back, we need to go to pivot table analyze. In show group, select click field list and it will appear again. Pivot table field has two sections, field section and area section. Area section has four parts: filters, columns, rows and values, and your fields are appearing in your data source order. You may change fields in ascending order or change the view of your field pane by going here. Here you may click sort A to Z or select any option available here to change the display view of your field pane. You may bring any field in any area, filter or column or row or value. If you bring a text field in value area, it will show count only. And instead of dragging, if you select a field, if it is a text field, it will appear in row, and if it is a numeric field, it will appear in values. Now you understand field pane. Let us generate our first report. To check the cells at zone level, select or drag the zone to row and cells to value. Now sales are appearing at zone level. If we want to see at product level, we can bring product to row or column level. Our report is ready. We can move any field to row, column or filter area. As I explained earlier, if we bring a text field to value area, it will show count only. By default, now sales field is showing sum of sales. If I move zone to filter, and product to row, we can also filter our data at John level. Let me move product again to column and John to row. If you have noticed, now instead of John and product, report is showing row level and column level because our report is now in compact layout. You can change the layout by going to Design tab. In Layout group, select Report Layout and select layout of your choice. My preference is tabular. You can also show or hide grand total and subtotal by selecting options available in grand totals and subtotals. You can change the formatting of your pivot report. For this, go to Design. Here you will get a number of built-in designs. You can create your own designs by selecting New Pivot Table Style. To check how your report will look, just hover over any of the report and Excel will show you how it will appear. To apply the design, just click the design. Let me leave it as it is. Now, if we check our data is at daily level. Date 19th May, 26th July, it is sales for one day only. What if we want to see our sales at monthly basis or quarterly basis or yearly basis? Let's bring the date field to our report. You see, Excel has grouped the date at month level, quarter level, and year level. Quarter, month, and date are appearing. We can remove it from here. Let's keep only year. Let me remove product and move year to column. To show you how we can group a field, let me bring quantity field to row. Once bring the field in your report, go to Table Analyze tab and here you will find Group field. Click it and update the starting ending figures. We can change the grouping. Let's change the grouping to 50. When I change the grouping to 50, as you can see, some fields are blank. To fill the blank cells with 0 or any other value, just right click and click Pivot Table Options. Here you will see for empty cell source, it is now blank. You may update the value here or just uncheck it and click OK. Excel will update it with 0. Now we have updated blank data cells with 0, but our John names are appearing only once. Other cells are blank. If you want to repeat this label, go to Design tab. Here in Report Layout, click Repeat All Item Labels. If you want to remove, click Do Not Repeat Item Labels. As I have explained, you can change the layout of your pivot table after creating it, but you can also change the default settings so that all your future pivot tables will be created accordingly. For this, go to File, Options, Data. Here, make changes to the default layout of pivot table. Edit default layout. Click here. Here you can change whether you want to show subtotal or not, or where you want to show grand total. Report layout. Let me change it to tabular form. Repeat all item label. You can also change the default setting of options available, like 0, you want to show 0 or not, display, data, printing. Once done, click OK. OK. Now all your future pivot tables will be created accordingly. You can make your pivot table more presentable by using slicers. For inserting slicer, go to Pivot Table Analyze and click Insert Slicer. Let me insert slicer for product. We can change the layout from here. Let me make it like this only. Now you can filter your report by clicking any value, or you can remove filter from here. Microsoft continuously adding new features to pivot table. As you may have noticed, when I pull the sales figures, the numbers were formatted as per our data source. It is new feature added in 2025 only. Also, Microsoft added this auto refresh button. Now we don't need to refresh manually by right clicking and click refresh. Microsoft given this button, you just click it and forget. Excel will refresh your report whenever required. Hope it will help. Thanks for watching.